it's fun talking to other people who served other places because they had to hop on a plane and leave. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I hear they get to call their parents at the airport. And obviously we didn't do that. We hopped on Front Runner early in the morning, the day we were supposed to be at our mission. And we just took the train out to our mission, 20 minutes, and we were there. And it was really cool. I love my mission president right off the bat. President Chambers was amazing. And going to the mission was just exciting because I had been waiting for it for forever, for 5 years. And it was a lot different going to the Orem mission, just starting out. And I'm pretty sure, like, unless you've been through a mission split, you really can't explain what a mission split feels like. Because it kind of feels like you're leaving home again when you just left home. And it's scary, especially when new missions are combining. Because there was one zone from the Utah Salt Lake City South mission that came into the Orem mission, and there was 6 from Provo. So there's only like a couple of stakes that got pulled from the Salt Lake South mission to make the Orem mission. And I got a lot of emails from my friends saying like, oh, mission splits, there's always a ton of drama because everyone's like fighting for like top dog. And you know, I didn't want that to happen because we're all missionaries, we're all supposed to be Christ-like, but in the end it kind of did happen. And there was a little bit of a battle between, are we doing this the Salt Lake South way, or are we doing this the Provo way? When some of us were trying to make it like, well, let's do it the Orem way, let's make our own ways, let's not fight over, like, how are we supposed to do this? How are we supposed to make this mission work? And blaming each other for things that went wrong, things like that. But I think that, unfortunately, is something that stuck out to me. Coming to the Orem mission was that battle between the Salt Lake South mission and the Provo mission. But I think as time goes on, I was talking to my mission president about this the other day, I think as time goes on, it's going to become more of the Orem way, and it already has, but just when everything settles down from July when the split happened. But it was definitely a different experience to have a mission split right before I went home, 5 months before I went home. So there was always rumors about the mission split. Back last December even, and they said that Point of the Mountain would be taken out, so the Draper area would be taken into the Orem mission. And I was serving in Draper at the time, so I was like freaking out. I was like, I don't want to leave my mission. I love my mission president. Like, I can't leave the mission. I can't, like, I'm a Salt Lake City South missionary, and that's what I am. I can't be an Orem missionary. And so I got transferred out of Draper, and I thought it was safe. And so the time comes around, but in between that time, I had some companions where we had some struggles, and that happens a lot on missions. You know, we always have struggles with our companions, but these struggles brought back a lot of repressed feelings that I was having, like depression and things like that. It's probably rude to say it wasn't my companions. It was the situations I was in that brought that out. And I started talking to my mission president about it, about the feelings I was having, and he quickly became the person I could go to for anything. Like, I could just talk to him and everything would be okay. And he always had the advice that I needed. And one great thing about serving in Utah is we have so many great resources, like LDS Family Services. People who go outside the country, they don't necessarily have the chance to go to counseling or to receive medication. I went on antidepressants for a little while, and obviously talked to my mission president about that. And the things that I talked to President Chambers about when I got on the antidepressants, when I started turning around, when I stopped having the negative thought processes that I was having, that's when I got transferred to Riverton, which is the area I was in when the mission split. And everything in me was just calm. Like, I did not fear that this isn't what was supposed to happen. And the things that I went through with President Chambers, the things I talked about with him, things like that, they were necessary and needed to happen so I could prepare to meet President Kilpack. And the point I was at with President Kilpack when I got transferred to the Orem mission, if I didn't have President Chambers, I wouldn't be to that point. And so they definitely complemented each other. They were definitely different in the way they led, but they were both amazing leaders in what they needed to do for the individual mission, and they were definitely a call of God.